Hello friends, welcome back to the next lecture of our ongoing change management series from Advanced Business and Financial Management paper of CAIIB. We have already covered 3 models, and in this lecture we are going to cover another 2 models, that is nudge theory and ADKAR model. I will discuss both the models first and then we will do some application based exam oriented questions from both the models. Now friends, before moving ahead with the lecture, don't forget to get your CAIIB Success Blueprint, which is a free 417-page exam cracking ebook just for you. It's packed with case studies, numericals and key questions from all the 4 papers of CAIIB. This is in fact compilation of most important case studies and questions from my hours of YouTube videos specially designed for all CAIIB aspirants. So save time, study smart with this ebook. Download now, link is there in description and pinned comment. So friends, without wasting any time, let's start with the lecture. So first let's discuss nudge theory. Now friends, nudge theory or just a nudge basically comes from behavioral economics. In nudge theory, a nudge refers to a gentle push or indirect suggestion that influences people's behavior or decision making without restricting their choices or changing economic incentives. So in short, it's a way of influencing people to make them better decisions without forcing them. This theory was developed by Cass Sunstein and Richard Thaler, and yes, Thaler even won a Nobel Prize for it. Next, let's see the core idea. Friends, let me simplify this with a banking twist here. Imagine a customer walks into your branch to open a savings bank account. You give them 2 forms. One includes an automatic RD enrollment with Rs 500 per month, and the other is a plain savings account with no RD option. Now here's the catch. The RD option is pre-selected in the first form, but they can opt out if they want. Now you will see that most customers won't change it. Why? Because the form silently nudges them towards savings more, and that too without forcing them. They had full freedom, but the better option was made easier. So friends, that's a nudge. A gentle push to improve behavior, like savings, repaying loans, or choosing digital without controlling the outcome. And why should bankers care about this theory? This is because your customer's decision making is heavily influenced by how options are presented. If you want more people to opt for digital banking, then pre-select that option during onboarding them. Or if you want customers to save more, then automatically enroll them in recurring deposit plans with an opt-out option, just as we saw in the previous slide example. Next, let's see where is nudge theory used in banking. Now this can be used in first is loan repayments. Friends, reminder before due dates is nothing but a behavioral nudge. The next is default settings. Now example of this can be making savings account default for subsidy credits or interest payouts. Then another use can be financial literacy. Here displaying visual progress bars for saving goals in mobile apps. It can be example of nudge theory. So friends, nudge theory is all about making financial habits feel natural. So in short, don't try to force change, nudge it. Whether you are managing a branch, helping your customer, or launching a new product, apply the simple principle, that is, make the right decisions the easy decision. Friends, with this I hope the nudge theory is clear to you. Next we will move on to the ADKAR model. Now before moving ahead with the lecture, don't forget to get your CAIIB resources from the links given in description of this video. All these are hard copy 1000 series question banks of all the 4 papers delivered straight to your location, be it urban or rural, without any shipping charges. All the question banks comes with lots of numericals, case studies and questions which are very important for your examination. With this material you get comprehensive exam level practice, and this makes you best prepared for coming CAIIB examination. All the links are there in description of this video, so do get these amazing hard copy books after you finish this lecture. Now let's continue with our lecture. Now have you ever wondered why some changes in your bank don't stick, no matter how many circulars are issued? So why do some initiatives take off while others fail miserably? Now the answer lies in a powerful model that banks around the world are now adopting, which is nothing but ADKAR model. Friends, ADKAR model is basically a goal-oriented change management model which basically helps you to focus on specific sequential steps needed to make the change work. This model is especially useful in banking where new guidelines, technologies or targets are regularly introduced. Next, let's see the 5 building blocks of ADKAR model. Now here each letter stands for a key outcome you need in a sequence. Please note the expansion of this model is not given in your book, so please pay attention here. Now here A stands for awareness, which basically means know why the change is needed. Example can be answering a question, that is, why is your bank pushing more digital banking onboarding? Then D stands for desire. This basically means that people must want to support the change. Just think yourself that are the staff motivated to adopt the new process? Then K stands for knowledge, that is, do they actually know how to change? Friends, training, demos and process guides come in here. Then A stands for ability. Friends, knowing something is not enough. Do they really have the ability to do it well? So in this step, practice and coaching are crucial. And lastly, R stands for reinforcement. That is, how do you make the change stick? In this process, recognition, rewards and reminders are crucial. Friends, another important thing to understand here is why this sequence matters. Please note, you can't jump to ability before there's awareness. So skipping a step leads to resistance, confusion or failure. For example, training staff on a new app without explaining them why it matters is nothing but disaster. Next, let's see the advantages of using ADKAR in banks. Now, this model pinpoints exactly where your change initiative is stuck. Next, this model also helps you break down big change into actionable steps. And lastly, it balances business needs and people readiness. So friends, the next time your branch struggles to implement a change, don't just blame resistance. Use ADKAR to diagnose and fix the problem. It's not just a model. It's a mirror that shows where the change breaks and how to repair it. And the best part is, once you get the sequence right, change becomes not just possible but permanent. Friends, with this I hope both the models are clear to you. Next we will do some conceptual questions that will make both the models absolutely clear to you. And the first question is, a retail bank introduced an RD scheme where customers are auto-enrolled during savings account opening but can opt out within 30 days. The aim is to improve small ticket deposit mobilization. This practice is an example of, and these options are given to you, that is, first option is anchor biasing in financial decision making. Then second option B is framing effect in risk disclosure. Then third option C is default nudge under behavioral design. And last option D is regularly pushing under KYC norms. Friends, the situation in this question describes an automatic enrollment system that customers can opt out of, which is nothing but a classic default nudge as we learned in the lecture. This technique is used widely in behavioral finance to gently guide individuals towards beneficial financial behaviors like saving regularly without forcing them. So by making the desired action the default, people are more likely to follow through due to momentum or decision fatigue. So the correct option for the given question is option C. The next question is, a bank's treasury desk wants to reduce the behavioral risk of forex dealers over leveraging intraday positions. Instead of issuing a warning circular, they change the layout of the trading terminals so that leverage risk metrics are colored coded and move to the top of the screen. This intervention is best described as, and these options are given to you. First option is a risk-based capital allocation strategy. Then second option B is visual nudge to influence cognitive bias. Then third option C is position limit policy enforcement. And last option D is implicit hedging through tech architecture. Friends, the situation described in the question is basically a behavioral nudge, specifically a visual nudge, where the system layout is redesigned to make important risk metrics more silent. As you know, traders often suffer from overconfidence bias or decision fatigue. So making risk visible and color-coded nudges them to pay attention without issuing a rule. So the correct option for the given question is option B. The next question is, During a financial literacy campaign, a bank offers two saving account variants to newly banked rural customers. In the first group, the account with overdraft facility is presented first with visuals of family emergencies. In the second group, the same product is listed last with no visual aid. The first group sees a 60% uptake, the second only 22%. This illustrates, and these options are given to you, that is, first option is moral suasion in priority sector lending. Then second option B is mis-selling through emotional manipulation. Then third option C is choice architecture influencing customer behavior. And last option D is product bundling for financial engineering. Now friends, a bank in this case is applying choice architecture, which is a key concept under nudge theory, where the order, context and framing of choices influence decisions. Visual prompts related to emergency needs tap into emotional decision making, thereby nudging customers to opt for overdraft facility. Friends, please note this isn't a manipulation or mis-selling if the product is suitable. It's actually an ethical behavior designed used to improve financial inclusion outcomes. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option C. The next question is, a bank's treasury department is shifting from short-term money market investments to a strategy focusing on long-duration government securities to optimize long-term yield amidst a declining interest rate scenario. The leadership has communicated the rationale well, but junior treasury leaders show little enthusiasm, fearing the reduced frequency of trades might affect their performance incentives. According to ADKAR model, which action is most aligned with cultivating desire to support and participate in the change? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is engage treasury staff in dialogue, revise KPIs to introduce performance on portfolio quality and highlight long-term career benefits of strategic asset management. Then second option B is provide detailed technical training on long-duration securities and how to manage interest rate risk. And third option C is implement the strategy without changes to the incentive structure and expect the team to align over time. And last option D is issue a directive mandating full compliance with the new investment policy regardless of staff sentiment. Friends, as we have learned earlier, desire refers to the personal motivation to support change, not just the awareness of it. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option A, because it directly addresses what motivates individuals, that is engagement, reward structures and personal growth, which are very essential elements in the desire phase of ADKAR. Then next question is, a bank is transitioning to a new operational structure management system that automates risk event tracking, loss data capture and mitigation planning. While risk officers are aware of the change and support it, many struggle to use the new platform correctly, often reverting to the old spreadsheet-based models. Using the ADKAR model, which is the most appropriate intervention to build knowledge, and these options are given to you. That is, first option is circulate a system manual via email and encourage officers to explore it independently. Then second option B is make use of a new platform mandatory and disable access to old spreadsheets. And third option C is offer hands-on workshops, conduct scenario-based simulations and assign mentors for the first month of the usage. And last option D is set a deadline for full migration and issue a reminder about performance evaluation based on compliance. Friends, as we have learned earlier, the knowledge step in ADKAR is about ensuring users have the skill and understanding to implement the change. So the correct option for the given question is option C, as it provides the practical, experiential learning required to successfully transition skills, which is actually essential to the knowledge component. So friends, finally we have reached the last question of the lecture, and the question goes like this. A national bank introduced a centralized CRM system for all branch level customer interactions. After an initial push and training, many relationship managers still default to use their personal logs or Excel sheets, citing convenience. Usage of CRM has dropped below the expected threshold. In the context of ADKAR model, which approach best supports reinforcement of behavioral change? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is conduct refresher training on CRM features and navigation. Then second option B is link CRM usage with incentive programs, showcase performance in internal newsletters, and incorporate CRM metrics into performance reviews. Then third option C is re-communicate the vision behind CRM adoption through regional webinars. And last option D is allow flexibility in data recording methods as long as customer follow-ups are maintained. Friends, reinforcement in ADKAR model is about ensuring the changes sticks long term. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option C, as it ties positive reinforcement, that is reward, recognition and evaluation, to desired behavior. And this in fact solidifies the change and ensures it's not abandoned. Friends, with this I hope both the models are clear to you. Also do revise these questions before your examinations for your best results. Lastly, don't miss to get your CAIIB resources from the links given in description of this video. So thank you, and I will meet you again in another video next week.